Today we will be making a modified welt opening for a pocket diaper. And you need two things. You need a piece of your inner fabric, and it needs to be something relatively sturdy, like I think a lova, aka suede cloth, works the best, and that's what I'm using today. You cut your inside piece, and then you need another little piece. This one is 3 inches tall by, oh, I forgot, by 10 inches long. So 3 by 10. And it doesn't have to be 10 inches long. I just like lots of space to fit hands in so that daddy hands can fit. It really only needs to be 6 or 7 inches long. But you're going to fold it with the wrong sides together, about 1/3 of the way up, and pin. So I've got wrong sides facing each other on the inside, the right side's facing out, and I'm going to pin it. And then I'm going to take it over to my main diaper body and just kind of eyeball where I want it to go. This folded part is where the opening's going to be. So just to kind of visualize where you want the opening to be, and then pin it to the actual body of the diaper. Okay, so next we are going to sew a rectangle right around this fold. So right where your fold is, you're going to go just a little bit to the right of it. Stop with the needle down, pivot when you get close to the edge, and I only went maybe 4 stitches down, and I'm going to pivot again and go down the other side of it. Pivot again, and I always like to reinforce where I started, so I'm just going to go forward and backwards. I'm all set there. Okay, let me slide my machine out of the way and cut off my extra little strings on either side. And now we are going to cut this rectangle open. So I just like to kind of fold it. And just cut a little bit so that I have some place to stick my scissors through. And stop cutting right where your stitches are. Come around to the other side. Okay, so now I have an opening. I am going to take this top part and poke it through towards the back. Make it look nice a little bit later, but you get the gist. And flip this bottom part up towards the top. But the first thing I'm going to do is flip this over and sew this piece down so that it's a little bit sturdy. This step is not absolutely necessary, but I like to have things neat, and if I don't do this, then this piece just kind of flops around on the inside of the diaper, and that bugs me. I'm just pulling it nice and tight through from the other side. I always do a reverse stitch where I start and stopped. Okay. Let me find all my extra little... I tell you, this sewing white on white with white thread and a white table sure is tough on the eyes. Okay, now we're back to looking at the front of the diaper, and I'm going to take the little folded part that is hanging to the bottom, and you're going to flip it up. And here on the edges, just tuck them under so that you have a nice finished piece. Go with where you want it to go. You could pin it, but I'm not going to pin it. All I'm going to do is carry it over here. So I figure I can hold it in place long enough to get it to my sewing machine. And you're just going to sew that little tab down. I'm going to go back and forth a couple of times over it. So that was forward. That was back, and I'm going to go forward again. And you are going to do the same thing on the other side. It's already kind of closed for you because of when you flipped. So you just fold it up, tuck that little flap under, forward. Oh, my machine is not liking how many layers I got going here. And there you have it. The finished product is a nice, neat Welt pocket opening.